Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Red. 15 lining, 15 lining. Get out the field, defense.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down, Green, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down now, it's Green, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third down. It's Green. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike 52, exit, hatchet, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Foxtrot, Check 52 the mic. Check 52. That happens.
They'll drop the throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Come on, let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Young eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Come on, set. 70 in. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Exit. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down with. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Shifting Grant on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down throw for Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Young on 3rd down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Flushed out right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10, Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On second and 11 now. Young dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
At the Panthers' 4-yard line.
Anderson is the lone man in the backfield here as they get set for a second and goal.
Let's go. You tighten up. 49.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And they try to sweep to Jones.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. 90. Roll. Go. I got you, son. 45 is the mark. Set hat. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Thomas, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Young to throw again. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is indeed good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second and 14. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Here we go.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Let Hudson.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Right there. Right there. 50. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Bullet high. Delta. Yep. Pop.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
52. Target. Set.
2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Topper. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Anger is on the punt, and he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Whip. Watch the whip.
It's Young on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Barnett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, it's Green. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Young now on 3rd down. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run. Anderson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rodney Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, if something else, there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. 52, come on. Let's go. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Ready, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. They'll run on first down. Green trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
59. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Young working out of the gun. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Young from the shotgun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
80 weapon. Stop your whining.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL, right?